Welcome to Snow Better Lifestyle. If you are new here, my name is Donna. I turned 61 in March. I raised 6 kids, ages 28 to 40. My son just turned 40 on Thursday. I work full-time remote for a tech company, and I started on my health journey in November of 2023. This week, my weigh-in is I am a pound down from last week, which means I am a total of 85 pounds down. And I had my blood work done this week, and I have gone from 10 A1C, an A1C of 10, in November of 2023 to now an A1C of 5.4. Which is in the normal range. So my 5 milligram Mounjaro is working, especially for the diabetes. And that was what I was prescribed this medication for. And like I said, I didn't think that I was going to be one of the ones that was going to benefit from the weight loss aspect until I started taking 5. And it was a complete turnaround for me. And yeah, it was a complete turnaround for me. So I am really, really tickled that this is still working for me. I am going to talk to my doctor on Tuesday and we will find out. I mean, she actually ordered me more 5, so I just placed that. I'm not getting it three months in a row. I used to get 3 months at once, and now it's just going to be renewed every month, which is fine. I was kind of liking having an extra box or 2 in the fridge, so I didn't have to worry if there were issues. But as long as I get it every month, I'll be happy, because I will be on some form of GLP-1 for the rest of my life. Although my A1C is down to 5.4, I am diabetic, so I will need something to help me with my diabetes for the rest of my life. So, and this has worked really well, and we will see in a year or so from now whether or not there's going to be something else that they're going to want me to take versus this. But this has worked tremendously, fantastically. Has been doing really good. But that, again, is just for me. Everybody's different. Everybody needs a different level, but for me, 5 has worked from the get-go. And like I said, when I talked to my doctor on Tuesday, I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to ask her about talking to a nutritionist / dietitian, because I watch a lot of different people that are on this journey like we are, and they are everybody's doing it different. Of course, they have their own things that work for them, and yeah, I would like to know that my current calorie deficit is not going to cause a problem for me down the line, because it's not super low, but it's low enough that I am now going through each day not quite being completely satiated for the day and looking for stuff. Although the portion control and the other aspects of it have been controlling it, so I just need to make sure that the amount of calories I'm eating right now is sustainable, and whether I need to go up or, how to do that. So I need to talk to a nutritionist or a dietitian to have them look at what I'm eating now and let me know which is what's it. And so after I went to get my blood work and unsuccessfully gave them a cup of pee, it was like about this much in the cup, and then I ran away because I was like, I had been sitting there trying to get enough pee for them to do their tests, and I just could not manage. So I put it in a basket and just ran out the door. So I have to go back and do that. But the blood work came back with a 5.4. So I'm happy about that. And all my numbers look good. The only one that doesn't look fantastic is my cholesterol, because I haven't been taking my cholesterol pills. I've been taking my lisinopril. I've been taking my my pills for the high blood pressure, which has helped to keep my blood pressure normal. So Mounjaro with the Cinepril has worked for my A1C and my blood pressure. But I am supposed to be taking a statin, so I'm going to talk to her about that on Tuesday too. I tend to be really super anxious about medications, and that's why it took me forever to actually take this shot the very first time. It took me 2 weeks to even take it out of the package and give myself the shot. And now, a year and a half later, I'm 85 pounds down because I took this shot. And so yeah, I need to take the statin because we do tend to have heart conditions in my family, and I do have higher cholesterol than I would like. So I'll be doing that. My kidney stuff, CKD is good. I don't have CKD. I mean, my number is like really, it's 86. So you're supposed to be 90 or above to be normal. So I'm right there. So I do need to keep an eye on it. But it's actually improved since the last time. So that was good to see. But I will talk to her on Tuesday and I'll have more of an update on what she wants me to do going forward, because this is definitely still working for the weight loss. It's still working for the A1C. It's still working for a lot of the things that I was concerned about when I went into the doctor in October. And I kind of wanted to kind of explain why it took so long, because I was 60 when I actually started, almost 60 when I actually started to do anything about all this, is that I didn't have health insurance for the longest time. I've had health insurance at this job, and I had a couple bad experiences with doctors before I went to this one doctor that prescribed me Mounjaro. I had a doctor who I went for the visit, and he insisted that I get on a weight loss medication, and that was in 2014, so it was a long time ago. It was 10, 11 years ago. But it really, I told him no thank you. I wasn't interested in a weight loss medication, and I figured I would go back on Weight Watchers and try and lose weight that way. And ironically, he was at least 300 pounds and himself. And when I walked out the door that day, he made a comment about, well, enjoy your Thanksgiving, but don't eat all the pumpkin pie. Leave some for other people. And at first I was like, oh, haha, hardy har, and walked out and just went, and that really, it's silly. He may not have even meant it in a bad way, but I took it in a bad way. So I took it, it was hurtful, and I went home and I cried, but did that make me start losing weight or trying to do anything? No. It hurt my feelings, and then I moved on. And that, unfortunately, was the way it was until I started taking the 5 milligrams. My son's wedding, I wanted to look good for my son's wedding. I really, really wanted to, but I could not get past my own issues to do that. So I was heavy at his wedding, which didn't bother anybody but me. It didn't bother anybody but me. So, like I said, the reason why I feel like 5 milligrams has been a life changer for me is that it took me from wanting to actually doing it. So after my doctor's appointment, after not being able to leave enough pee for the thing, I walked across the street to Target and went and looked around there. I had taken the morning off, so I went and did my blood work, and then I walked across the street because I don't drive, and went into Target, and I wanted to find some pants for work. And I basically, which color? Oh, I went in and I saw a couple pair of pants, a size 16 and a 17. I was like, I don't think I want to get into a 16 or a 17, but let's take it in the dressing room anyway. I didn't take pictures or video, but I went into the dressing room and I tried on the 16. No, absolutely no way. So that absolutely did not fit. And it was a stretchy pants, but it had like tight at the calf. I forget what they call those. So it wasn't really good for work. I wanted one that was more went to the floor kind of thing. Like, yeah. And then I had also picked up a 17. And the 17 buttoned, but did not zip. So not saying I'm an 18 or whatever yet. I'm still in the 20s, but it's really borderline on the 20s. So that was kind of an exciting thing for me. And then I went and I couldn't find anything, and I got socks. I didn't know. People were like, well, what's the big deal about socks? When you're 320 pounds, you have inflammation, your ankles and your calves are swollen all the time. Wearing socks is, not only is it difficult to put them on, but they become uncomfortable right away. They just don't fit properly. So I did not wear socks. I still kind of don't wear socks, but I did not wear socks for decades. And so for me, going in there, I said, I don't have the swelling like I used to have, and I want to get some other shoes, but I want to wear them with socks. So I know that seems insane. It seems kind of gross, but it was one of those things where putting on socks was so strenuous that I just didn't. Most of the shoes that I got could be worn without socks. They could be tossed in the wash or whatever. So I bought, and I like the little frilly on the top because I'm very much a girly girl. So yeah, I got myself some socks. I didn't get the pants I wanted, but I got socks. And so I'm excited about that. I'm looking forward. I'm going to buy myself some new shoes in celebration of losing the weight. And I got socks. So that was cool. So I did that. And then another thing this week is that I've been going through all my clothes. We talked about that a little bit. And I had a couple dresses that I had bought at Bloom Chick about 10 months ago, size 24, 26. And, they're behind me actually. I am going to put a video of my try-on of these dresses right after this, after I show you the dresses. And then I am going to do a video today with me wearing these dresses. So you guys can see what the difference is. And it's like a 50-pound loss between the original video where I did the Bloom Chick haul and this one. So it was, and I love these dresses. I love dresses, period. And I just wasn't wearing them because it just makes me look so round, Oh, and also, well, let me show you these real quick, and then I'll tell you afterward. But, okay, so these dresses I bought. Okay, so this one is a 24, I think. Let me stand up real quick. Okay, so I'm going to, like I said, put the video of this dress from 10 months ago when I was 50 pounds heavier. And then I'm also going to do, I hope I'm not, okay. I'm also going to do this dress. This one's a 24. But just as a visual, I can't go all the way to the end, a visual representation of how 50 pounds down actually looks. Everybody's going to be different, and everybody has, I talk about I've lost 85 pounds, but I had a lot to lose. So whatever it is, whether you've only got 50, 60, 70 pounds, or you only have 30, 40, 50 pounds to lose, it is going to make a dramatic difference in the way you look. I have changes in my face, changes in my overall body build. I'm feeling smaller, like we talked about last week. I think it was last week or the week before. So I am definitely feeling much smaller overall, fitting into things better, that sort of thing. And the reason I started this channel was, like I talked about before, was because I was starting to see a change. It was actually working this time, and it was for me. I was creating these videos for me. I was also creating the videos for, I don't have any grandchildren right now, but for future grandchildren. So they, you know, and for my own kids, so they have something, you know, to take a look at later on in life. So I created it basically as just like a journal. So if I can, every week I come in here, I get on the scale, and then I, you know, I turn on the camera and I talk to the camera, and then I upload it. And then, you know, sometimes I have things I need to talk through, so I'll start talking through it on this video, you know, on the video. And I really have to say, I appreciate the comments, the subscriptions, that, you know, people who've subscribed, likes, even if you just watch it and you don't have time to do anything else. That makes a huge difference. And I have to say that part of the reason why I am down 85 pounds is because I did start to journal it. Everybody has a different way of journaling. Someone said to me, because I said, I don't journal. I don't do any journaling. Not me. And they said, you are journaling. That's what you're doing. And I'm like, oh, well, yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I'm journaling. So, yeah, this does help me in the long run. And I'm hoping that it does help other people who are just getting started, might be in my age bracket, might be dealing with the same health issues. I'm going to kill those flies. But might be dealing with the same health issues and may not, you know for sure what they want to do, or how they're going to get through it. And like I said, you just have to be consistent. I mean, I am finding that out because, and I have to remind myself, consistency is key. That's it. 4 weeks. I mean, I know a lot of people who have gone longer, right? Months with no change in the scale. Just be consistent. As long as you, like we talked about just a little bit ago, as long as you feel like you're doing everything you need to do, and even if you don't, I mean, we're going to have off days, but we're not having the kind of off days that we had when we were at larger sizes. At least I don't. I don't seek out food when I'm feeling not as much. You know, that's not my panacea anymore. It's not I have to sit in front of the TV and have something to eat. Though I have to say, woohoo, that just reminded me. Let me run over here real quick. Excuse me. I forgot I got this. That fly just wants to die. When I was in Target, I was looking for a couple treats that were different. And I tried these Cloud. This is the protein popcorn, white cheddar. Apparently it's Khloe Kardashian's brand. But serving size is 2.5 cups, 160 calories. And it has 7 grams of protein. And this is good. So this has become a thing now. I will probably buy more. They're not very easy to find, but it's whole grain, gluten-free, non-GMO. It's got real cheese. I tried the white cheddar one. It was really good, so I bought that this week. When I was at Target, I was looking around at stuff. I didn't find any good deals on, what do you call them? Protein bars and stuff like that. I've got some Built bars coming. Oh, I also have my very first jumpsuit. we will see how it looks. I promise, because I will always be real with you, to let you see what it looks like. But, well, I guess it depends how horrific it is. But I went to Bloom Chick and I got a pair of pants for work, and I got a jumpsuit, and I got a couple other things. So I'll be doing like a little mini haul when that comes. I don't think it's going to be here for like a week or so. So I will do that, and we can see, if the stuff fits me at that point. I am at the point now where I'm picking stuff up and it's not fitting anymore, which I know is par for the course. I'm debating whether I should do something like get some thread up bags and send a bunch of stuff to thread up. Like these 2 dresses I absolutely adore. I maybe wore once or twice. What a waste, So I'm going to see what I can do in terms of what to do with those particular ones, because I loved those dresses. And I can't even wear the red one because it's hanging so much. It's so low cut. I can't wear it. So those 2 are going to go. So I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to tell you guys. I think, like I said, I'm not doing a chat GPT thing today, and I think the video will still wind up being 30 minutes by the time I insert the video clips of my size, what they look like 10 minutes ago. I'm hoping that difference in size on these dresses encourages you to keep going and being consistent, and, have faith. You'll get there. I know it feels like, I have moments when I get on here and I talk to you guys. It's a journal, it's how I'm feeling in that moment on that day. So, I'm hoping that it'll help keep going, because it has been completely worth it for me. From A1C of 10 to an A1C of 5.4, 85 pounds down. I am healthier than I have been in decades. I still have, I'm getting older. I'm postmenopausal. I'm dealing with all the usual. I have to grunt when I get up, I'm dealing with all the usual stuff that happens when you get older and your body is older, and I'm doing all that. But it's much, much easier than it would have been if I was 85 pounds heavier. So, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to hit like before you leave. And if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. And there will probably be, depending on when my Bloom Chick gets here, there'll probably be a haul try on sometime this week. I'll update you in the community posts if they don't get here in time. I'm kind of excited about the jumpsuit. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, I think that's it. Is it it? Sometimes it's it, sometimes it's not. Is there anything else? Can't think of anything else. All right, guys. Thank you. All right. Bye.